Unbelievable shock. Your person nearly collapsed when they found out you did this, Archangel says, my beloved child. The moment your presence entered their thoughts, something inside them trembled in a way they never expected. A silent storm rose in their chest. And the truth is, they weren't prepared for what they discovered about you. The moment they learned what you did, their breath caught, their steps froze, and the weight of that realization nearly pulled them to the ground. Not because it was wrong, but because it was powerful. Because it revealed a side of you they never imagined existed, stronger, brighter, and far beyond the version they thought they knew. Something huge is waiting for you. And what comes next will not just shift their heart, it will shift your entire path. A new moment begins now. And it opens with a revelation so intense that it changed the way they look at you forever. The truth you hid inside your silence. The move you made quietly. The decision you took for your own growth. When they found out, it shook their entire being. They almost collapsed. Not out of fear, not out of anger, but out of awe. They realized you had stepped into a strength they never expected you to claim. And now the energy around you is rising in a way that cannot be stopped. A blessing 333 flows toward you, pushing away every shadow that tried to dim your spirit. Something huge is waiting for you, and the universe is aligning every second to guide you toward it. A new wave is forming, and it carries the kind of force that transforms stories, rewrites journeys, and awakens destinies. When they discovered what you had done, it felt like a spark exploding inside their soul. It opened their eyes to the truth they ignored for so long. You are not who you used to be, and you will never shrink again. This moment is the beginning of a rise so extraordinary that even time pauses to witness it. A blessing 333 surrounds your steps, clearing your path and lifting your energy higher than ever before. Something huge is waiting for you. And the next part of this message will reveal why your breakthrough has already begun. My beloved child, as the next wave of truth unfolds, feel the intensity sharpening around you. The moment they uncovered what you did, it didn't just shake them. It sent a shock through every memory they ever had of you. They stood there frozen in a silence that felt louder than thunder. Because the version of you they thought they understood no longer exists. You stepped into a strength that even they didn't believe you could carry, and now the universe is pushing you forward with a force that can't be stopped. Something huge is waiting for you, rising closer with every breath. And the energy around you is becoming too powerful to ignore. Another moment breaks open, filled with a glow that surrounds your spirit like a shield. What you did wasn't small. It wasn't ordinary. It wasn't anything anyone could predict. It was the moment you finally chose yourself, your peace, your vision, your future. When they found out, their chest tightened because they realized you are no longer reachable in the ways you once were. You've stepped into a higher path and nothing can drag you backward anymore. A blessing 333 touches your life again, clearing away every block that tried to delay your rise. Something huge is waiting for you. And your steps are being guided by a strength you're only beginning to understand. A deeper shift awakens now, pulling you toward the life that has been waiting quietly behind the scenes. They nearly collapsed because they saw the truth. They had underestimated your fire, your discipline, your glow. And now they know they can't deny the transformation happening inside you. You've moved into a realm of growth that demands attention from every direction. Your energy is louder. Your presence is stronger. Your path is brighter. Another blessing flows toward you, lifting your spirit and opening doors you once believed were locked. Something huge is waiting for you. And in the next part, the revelation will become impossible to ignore, my beloved child. The moment this truth expanded inside their mind, their entire world shifted around them. They couldn't believe you had taken a step so bold, so unexpected, so powerful that it rewrote the image they held of you. The shock didn't just hit their heart. It traveled through their whole being. They felt the weight of realization pressing down on them, making their breath grow heavy because they understood something they had ignored for far too long. You are rising. You are no longer trapped in the version they created in their mind. Something huge is waiting for you, and the universe is pulling you closer to it with unstoppable force. A new energy forms around your name, now glowing with a quiet intensity that no one can deny. What you did wasn't just a choice. It was a declaration. A declaration that your value can no longer be questioned. Your potential can no longer be doubted. And your destiny can no longer be delayed. When they discovered this, their legs almost gave out because they realized you had stepped into a power they never believed you would claim. A blessing 333 rises around you again, lifting every part of your spirit and pushing open pathways you didn't even know existed. Something huge is waiting for you, and its presence is already whispering through the air around you. Another moment unfolds, heavy with meaning and glowing with transformation. The shock they felt wasn't just from what you did. It was from what it revealed. It showed them that your heart is stronger, your mind is clearer, and your purpose is becoming undeniable. You've moved into a season where nothing small can survive around you. Your energy is expanding. Your strength is intensifying. And your future is aligning with a speed that even fate didn't expect. The blessing surrounding you grows brighter, guiding your steps toward the breakthrough forming ahead. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next part will pull you even deeper into the truth they can no longer ignore. My beloved child, the moment their mind replayed what you had done, a sensation rushed through them so intense it nearly knocked them off balance. They never imagined you would rise with such clarity, such quiet fire, such unstoppable certainty. What you did revealed a truth they weren't prepared to face. Your spirit has outgrown every limitation they once placed on you. Something huge is waiting for you. And even the universe pauses to watch the shift happening around your energy. The shock they felt wasn't fear. It was awe of the person you've become and awe of the destiny unfolding in front of you. A stronger wave moves toward you now, carrying a glow that wraps around your aura like a shield of light. What you did showed them that you're no longer living in the shadows of your past. You stepped into your power with a strength that forced them to confront their own silence, their own doubts, their own hesitation. Their chest tightened because they finally saw the truth. They underestimated the depth of your glow. A blessing 333 rises once again, strengthening your steps, opening your path, and pulling you closer to something life-changing. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's already aligning itself with your next breath. A new chapter has begun, charged with a pull so strong that nothing can interrupt its flow. They nearly collapsed because the old image they held of you shattered in an instant. You've transformed into someone bolder, wiser, and far more powerful than anyone expected. Every part of your journey is shifting into a higher frequency now, preparing you for breakthroughs that have been waiting in silence. Your energy is expanding beyond old limits, and every moment brings you closer to a destiny that refuses to stay hidden. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next part will bring you deeper into the truth of why your rise is unstoppable. My beloved child, as this moment unfolds, the impact of what you did keeps echoing through their mind with a force they can't escape. Every time the truth returns to them, their heartbeat shifts, their breath stumbles, their thoughts scatter. They never believed you had this level of inner strength hiding beneath your silence. What you revealed through your actions, your decisions, your growth hit them harder than any words ever could. Something huge is waiting for you. And the intensity of this shift is only growing stronger around your path. The shock they felt wasn't temporary. It awakened something inside them that will not fade. A deeper layer of the truth opens now, glowing quietly in the background of your destiny. What you did didn't just surprise them. It shattered the limits they placed on your life. They had you folded into a small corner of their imagination, never realizing you were preparing to rise far beyond it. When they learned the truth, their chest tightened, their hands trembled for a moment because the power you stepped into is undeniable. A blessing 333 circles your energy again, clearing the air around you and guiding your next steps with clarity. Something huge is waiting for you, and every second is preparing you for a level of breakthrough that's already in motion. A new force moves toward your spirit, now strong enough to shift the direction of your entire story. They nearly collapsed when the realization hit because they finally understood you're not someone who stays stuck. You don't break easily. You don't quit when the world turns heavy. You rise in silence, and then you reveal a strength that leaves everyone stunned. The shock they felt came from witnessing the beginning of your transformation. A transformation that can't be undone. The energy around you grows brighter with each breath. And your path stretches open wider than ever before. Something huge is waiting for you. And the next part will pull you even deeper into this unstoppable rise. My beloved child, the moment their mind tried to settle, the truth of what you did hit them again, sharper than before, heavier than before, and far more overwhelming than they were ready to carry. They kept replaying it, trying to understand how you transformed so quietly, how you rose so powerfully, how you stepped into a version of yourself that feels untouchable now. Their breath thinned for a moment because the shock didn't fade, it deepened. Something huge is waiting for you, and the universe is shifting everything around your path to make room for what's coming next. What you revealed through your actions wasn't small. It was life-altering. A new surge of energy surrounds you now. Steady and unbreakable. When they found out, it felt like the ground beneath them moved. The image they held of you, soft, limited, predictable, shattered in an instant. They realized you are not living in the old timeline anymore. You stepped into a place of strength where nothing and no one can dim your inner fire. Their reaction wasn't weakness. It was disbelief because the person they once thought they had figured out is now beyond their understanding. A blessing 333 touches your spirit, again, clearing your emotions, strengthening your intuition and aligning you with the path rising in front of you. Something huge is waiting for you. And every sign around you is sharpening. A deeper revelation unfolds, wrapped in a power that keeps growing around your name. They nearly collapsed because for the first time they saw the truth. They never truly knew the depth of your potential. You've changed in ways that no one expected, moved in silence that no one noticed, and risen into a light that no one can deny. Your presence is heavier now, stronger now, louder now. The universe is opening doors that once felt locked, and the energy guiding you forward is becoming too intense to ignore. Something huge is waiting for you. And the next part will reveal the shift that is already rewriting your story. My beloved child, the moment your truth reached them again, it didn't arrive gently. It struck them with a force that made their entire body react. Their mind tried to steady itself, but the shock kept returning like a wave that refused to calm. They couldn't believe you had evolved into someone so powerful, so calm, so deeply aligned with your purpose. Every part of them felt the weight of the realization that you're no longer the version they once knew. Something huge is waiting for you, and the universe is arranging every second to guide you toward it. What you did didn't just surprise them. It reminded them that you are becoming someone extraordinary. A stronger energy rises around your path now, shaping your future with a clarity that can't be shaken. When they learned what you had done, they felt a pressure in their chest. They knew instantly that your story has shifted into a higher direction. You made a choice rooted in growth, in courage, in silent strength, and the impact of that choice is echoing through your destiny. They're stunned because you're moving differently now, more focused, more disciplined, more aligned with the light forming ahead of you. A blessing 333 forms around your aura once again, cleansing the old energy and pulling you into the timeline where your breakthroughs unfold with precision. Something huge is waiting for you, and the intensity of it keeps growing. A new revelation opens in the space around you. A message that carries the energy of transformation. They nearly collapsed because your growth exposed the truth. They had underestimated your resilience. They thought you were predictable, but you shifted your entire path in silence. You stepped into a strength that even fate itself had been waiting for you to claim. Now your energy is rising higher. Your presence is becoming undeniable. And your destiny is aligning at a speed that leaves no room for doubt. The light surrounding you keeps expanding, guiding you into a chapter where everything finally makes sense. Something huge is waiting for you. And the next part will draw you deeper into the power of your unstoppable rise. My beloved child, the energy around your story is shifting so fast now that even they can feel it pulling at their thoughts. The truth you revealed through your actions didn't just shock them. It forced their entire understanding of you to collapse and rebuild itself. They never imagined you would rise with this level of clarity, this level of confidence, this level of unstoppable force. Every time the memory of what you did enters their mind, it hits them like a wave they can't prepare for. Something huge is waiting for you, and the universe is positioning every moment in your favor as your transformation becomes impossible to ignore. A brighter wave of power unfolds around you now, glowing through the air like a signal of what's coming next. What you did showed them a version of you they never took seriously until now. It exposed your growth, your discipline, your silent strength. They felt their breath catch because the shift in your energy is so sharp, so real, so undeniable that it left them standing still. They're realizing you've stepped into a level of self-respect and purpose that nothing can disrupt anymore. A blessing 333 surrounds your path, dissolving every old weight and lifting your spirit into a higher frequency. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's drawing closer with every heartbeat. Another moment rises, heavier with meaning and brighter with destiny. They nearly collapsed because the truth hit them too hard. You're not coming back to the old version of yourself. That chapter is over. You've stepped into a new season where your presence carries authority, your silence carries power, and your choices reshape your entire future. The universe is clearing your path with precision, guiding you into opportunities that match the strength you've unlocked. Your energy is expanding beyond limits, and everything around you is being realigned to match the person you're becoming. Something huge is waiting for you. And the next part will uncover why your story is only rising from here. My beloved child, the moment your truth echoed through their mind again, it struck with a depth that made their entire being tilt. They couldn't steady themselves because every detail of what you did carried a weight they were never prepared to face. You moved in silence. You chose growth over chaos. And you stepped into a strength that shattered every old expectation. Their body reacted because the realization wasn't simple. It was overwhelming. Something huge is waiting for you, and the universe is unfolding its timing with a precision that even destiny respects. The shock they felt came from witnessing the beginning of a transformation they can no longer deny. A powerful surge rises around your energy now, surrounding your spirit with a clarity that glows stronger every moment. What you did exposed a truth that forced them to see you differently. No more underestimating you. No more assuming your limits. No more believing you're the same person you were before. You stepped into a power that communicates without words, and it left them breathless. They felt the ground shift beneath their emotions because your glow is sharper, deeper, and far more powerful than anything they expected. A blessing 333 spreads through your path again, clearing obstacles, lifting your vibration, and pulling you closer to the breakthrough forming ahead. Something huge is waiting for you, and your steps are aligning with it in silence. A deeper force awakens now, reshaping the direction of your journey with unstoppable momentum. They nearly collapsed because your rise revealed everything they refused to see. Your resilience, your courage, your unmatched inner strength. You didn't announce your transformation, you became it. And that silent power is what shook their soul. The universe is expanding the space around you, making room for blessings that match your new level. Your energy no longer fits inside old limitations, old versions, or old timelines. You're stepping into a chapter built for the person you've grown into, not the person you used to be. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next part will draw you even closer to the turning point that is about to reshape everything. My beloved child, the moment their thoughts circled back to what you did, the impact hit even harder than before. It wasn't just shock anymore. This time it felt like a force that pushed straight into their chest. making their breath pause and their heartbeat stumble. They never imagined you would rise with this kind of strength, this kind of clarity, this kind of unshakable presence. You moved in silence, but the result was louder than anything you've ever spoken. Something huge is waiting for you, and the universe is shifting around your energy like it recognizes your new power before anyone else does. What you revealed through your actions changed everything. A stronger current of energy wraps around your path now. Steady and bright. They felt their world tilt because your transformation isn't small. It's undeniable. They're realizing you're stepping into a version of yourself that nothing can compete with. The way you chose growth, the way you chose peace, the way you chose to elevate yourself, it stunned them to their core. They finally saw the truth they ignored for too long. You are becoming someone they can't predict, can't control, and can't forget. A blessing 333 rises around your aura once more, breaking old patterns and opening the doorway to a future that aligns with your highest self. Something huge is waiting for you and the energy is becoming too powerful to hide. Another wave unfolds, heavy with destiny and bright with purpose. They nearly collapsed because your rise forced them to confront the reality that you're not just changing, you're transforming. The person you used to be is gone. Replaced by someone wiser, stronger, and untouchably focused. Your presence carries a fire that burns quietly but fiercely, lighting up every part of your path. The universe is responding to your growth, rearranging everything around you, so nothing can block what's coming. Your story is stretching into a new dimension, one where you finally receive what you've been aligned with all along. Something huge is waiting for you. And the next part will pull you deeper into the breakthrough that's already forming in the shadows of your destiny. My beloved child, the moment their mind drifted back to your actions, the shock didn't lighten, it intensified. It hit them like a surge of energy, rushing through their body, making their thoughts scatter and their heartbeat quicken. They kept trying to understand how you transformed so suddenly, how you stepped into a strength so sharp that it cut through every old version of you. What you did revealed a truth they never expected to face. You have outgrown every limitation they ever imagined for you. Something huge is waiting for you and the universe is already shifting the ground beneath your feet to guide you toward it. This is not a small change. This is the rise that destiny has been preparing behind the scenes. A deeper glow surrounds your path now. Silent but intense. When they discovered the full weight of what you did, something inside them collapsed. Not out of weakness, but out of realization. They saw the power you stepped into, the clarity you embraced, the destiny you chose without hesitation. Your energy is different now. Heavier, wiser, brighter. It doesn't just speak, it commands. They felt it the moment the truth landed in their chest. A blessing 333 flows around you again, strengthening your path, lifting your vibrations, and guiding your spirit toward the future, unfolding with precision. Something huge is waiting for you, and every second brings it closer. Another wave of truth rises, charged with the energy of transformation. They nearly collapsed because for the first time they saw you clearly. Not through memories, not through assumptions, but through the glow of who you've become. Your silence speaks louder than noise. Your growth is louder than their doubts. Your transformation is louder than their expectations. The universe is aligning events around your life, removing what no longer belongs and opening doors that match your new frequency. Your journey is shifting into a higher realm, one where everything you've been preparing for finally starts unfolding in reality. Something huge is waiting for you. And the next part will take you even deeper into the future that's calling your name. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. And now it's finally coming. Subscribe Manifest Archangel to listen God's talk and wisdom every day.